What is up, everybody? I am joined by Dean Marrone, who is an 888 qualifier near the top of the chip counts. In fact, at the top of the chip counts coming in today. I've missed the last few levels, so I don't know 1,000% what's going on yet. But first of all, just to give the background to those who don't know, for those of us, most of the players who are here in here for 10 Gs, no questions about it. Not your story. Tell us a little bit about what you're in for.
No, the min cash meant a lot more to me than these other guys, obviously. But being in for $100, that was the whole objective, was to get that min cash. And then once I got that, it was make it deep. So we got stage 1 complete, and now I'm working on stage 2.
Like, happy either way.
Yeah,
And
I'm so happy. This is the most incredible experience of my life so far.
I can't even imagine. So talk to me a little bit about just, obviously cashing is exciting in and of itself, but then to find yourself with heaps of chips. Tell me a little bit about what the journey's been like so far.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle. It's all about survival in these tournaments. So as long as you got a chips, you can make it deep. I know I've heard a lot of stories of guys whittling down to a few big blinds and they're still here, and that's all it takes is survival. So I was in the same spot. I got down low, and then yesterday was a huge day for me, and I don't want to look back.
I love this advice. We were just talking a little bit about it yesterday. In fact, one of the players near the top of the chip counts yesterday had one chip at one point. And so we always say, never give up, you guys. Now, something we were talking about also yesterday on the podcast is just that, this is one of those events where you could find yourself at a table that feels super easy and super fun and everybody's, doing great. But I think with 300 players left, you're always going to have a lot of really tough spots. So what have your table draws been like so far, and kind of the vibe at your tables?
Yeah, you're so right about that. The table draw is so important. You can get a bunch of amateurs, or you can get a bunch of professionals, or a mixture of both. And the first few days, it was been all amateurs for me.
Yes.
And that's a huge, huge plus. Today is complete opposite. I got a bunch of wizards on my table, and they're trying to take all my chips, and I don't want to give them to them. I want to keep those chips.
I love it. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I just briefly, for those who don't know you yet, but clearly we're going to talk to us a little bit just more about what your life is like. I know you're from Canada. What's the norm? You play poker online?
I grew up on a really small town in northern BC, around 12,000 people. Shout out to Dawson Creek, BC.
Oh, Dawson Creek! What? We can totally get down with that.
Yeah, it's not the show. Everybody gets that joke, but shout out to you guys. I moved to Calgary about a year ago. Made a change in my life, and it's completely changed my life. Actually, I was in a kind of a dark spot before, and just making a simple change has completely changed my outlook on life. And look where I am now, having the best time of my life. So if you're in a dark spot, I just highly recommend making a little change. Try anything, and I assure you, you'll be on a better path.
I love that. Sometimes you just have to take risks and take gambles, even when it's scary, when you're stuck in a spot. Well, for those of us who are looking to and want to keep track of you and follow you along on the rest of the journey, where can we find you?
You can find me on the top of the chip counts.
You can find him on the top of the chip counts. And of course, with us here on PokerNews.com, because we will be keeping track of this guy all the way to the bitter end as he captures his first WSOP bracelet, which will be the main event run, right?
I hope so.
Let's get it. Dean Marrone, I'm Sarah Herring. You guys are with us on PokerNews.com.